There you are. I thought you may have fallen back asleep. No, hey, I get it. You've been through 3 weeks that have felt like 3 months. Come on, get comfy already. I can see how exhausted you are. Have you been taking care of yourself? You really do look exhausted. I mean, I can't exactly say I'm surprised. Look at your texts to me. Studying, send help. God, I hate my professor. My alarm is set for 3 hours from now and... Okay, but you should see your face right now. You really do look like a zombie. I mean, I worry about you, you know? The way your shoulders sagged as you sat down and how your eyes are always half closed. I just don't want to watch you work yourself to death. It's nice out, huh? I love the leaves this time of year. Everything is so vibrant and warm. It's the kind of weather that makes you wish you had a thermos full of hot chocolate and someone to share it with. Hmm? Look, I'm nothing if not a planner. You know this. Plus, it doesn't hurt that I've had a really bad craving for hot chocolate. You're just gonna have to partake with me. You'd be a pretty bad friend if you didn't, you know. How's everything? I feel like we hardly see each other anymore. I guess that's a dumb question. I know it's been brutal. You were always an overachiever, you know. You were never satisfied with anything less than the best. I used to think it was amazing. Honestly, I still do. I just wish you would let yourself rest. Let yourself breathe. When you're like this, I can't help but want to fix it. I know I can't, believe me, I couldn't begin to try, but I just hate seeing you all wound up. I'm just happy we can sit here with no shop talk. Just the two of us. Pretending we're kids all over again. Do you remember we used to come here after school? Back before life just happened. You'd always bring those horrible snack packs. Maybe 2 Capri Suns, if you were extra lucky. And we'd lay here staring at the clouds. You were always so good at finding shapes in the clouds. You would find dragons and dinosaurs and our teachers. You always had such a creative mind. You know, I still walk by here on my breaks. After hours of shelving books, I want nothing more than to breathe in the same air. It makes me feel like a worry-free kid again. I don't think I even know I'm walking to this park. My feet just kinda carry me here. I think part of me still assumes you'll be waiting here for me. And now, you're actually here. I really admire you, you know. You somehow hit the bullseye with everything you do. Your dreams, your grades, your aspirations. You just nail it, I guess. I was really envious of that for a long time. Almost jealous, maybe. Eventually, I learned that I shouldn't be competing for your spotlight. I just wanted to cheer you on instead. Here. No, you're not fighting me. Take my jacket. Hey, stop being difficult. Take the jacket. There. You're no good to me if you catch a cold. I need you to be warm and comfy. Better now? Good. You always forget to bring your jacket. What is it with you and trying to brave any weather in shorts and a t-shirt? It's funny. I see so many people come and go at the shop. They're all completely different. I see stressed out students, quiet professors, excited parents, kids buying their first book. I always wonder which one of them reminds me the most of you. Every student reminds me of you, all jittery and sleep deprived. I just sit there and think, yup, it must be exam season. It's never quite the same though. No one does stressed out quite like you do. I meant that in the nicest way possible, of course. Definitely. I absolutely believe you handle being stressed out so well. I guess part of me still plans my week around the possibility of running into you. I'm just so used to having you in my orbit, you know? I still grab an extra coffee in my lunch breaks, hoping that I'll maybe bump into you. Granted, I usually end up drinking both, which is unhealthy and expensive. The thought's still there though, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is, I miss you, even when I'm not supposed to. Hey, do you remember summer camp in 7th grade? I remember you were trying to force me up on stage to sing at the talent show. I couldn't hold a single note, let alone a full tune, but you just... you just sat there with your hands flying around, cheering at full volume. Oh my god, and do you remember the water bottle raft we made? We were... we were just so sure it would float, and I remember how we sunk into the lake and... God, I can't remember the last time something made me laugh so hard. I swear, I like who you are now, but I would do anything to go back to the stuff we did as kids. How are you feeling? Good. You look a lot less tired now. I'm glad. Here, have some hot chocolate before it gets cold. So, tell me about something good that happened this week. I don't want to hear I didn't fail my exam or I remember to brush my teeth. I want to hear something genuinely nice. Dinner with your parents at that fancy Italian place? Oh, see, that's the spirit. You deserve so many more nights like that. How are they, by the way? I still really miss seeing your dad. He's always been such a sweetheart to me. I always remember the times he drove me home. You and I would whine about how bad rehearsals went, and he'd give that small chuckle and tell us we'd make it to Broadway one day. Oh, do you remember that one trip home where he just randomly took us to McDonald's? I swear I've never been so excited. There's really nothing like a Big Mac to fix a whiny 9th grader, I miss when I was able to make you laugh like that. Do you ever notice how the world just slows down right before sunset? All the birds go to sleep and I could just stare at the colours in the sky forever. I think that's what this moment feels like. Time stopping for a bit. I like to think the sunsets watched every version of us in this park. The moody middle schoolers, the high schoolers reciting lines for a play, and now the version of us that's trying to make it all make sense again. I think that's why I always end up back here. I can't really part with those versions of us. I was scared for a long time. I was told for so long that life would make us grow up and that it would steal you away from me. I never wanted to grow up. I didn't care if you did, I didn't want you to grow up and leave. But you text and you call, and if I'm extra good, you show up to the shop with coffee and donuts, and all of a sudden we're back to being kids again. It really is kind of magical, isn't it? It's magical, and I don't think it's normal. We can go months without seeing each other, and right away we just fall right back into step. Maybe we've just been wired that way all along. You just make everything feel so simple. It's hard to stay away. Even when I'm overthinking everything, one look from you and... Never mind. That's probably a bit too cheesy. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you make it really hard to keep my heart locked away. I've gotten plenty good at it, you know. You were so sure of your life, of university, and when you left, I just stayed. I didn't want to risk throwing away anything that kept us together. God, listen to me. Here I am pretending to be a character from those awfully sentimental stories you hate. It's true though. Every time I see you, I tell myself, I'm just happy they're here. And I am, don't get me wrong. Just under all that fluff, there's this thing. It's like my heartbeat never quite calms down. Can I tell you something? Promise not to look at me weird. Sometimes when you're rattling off some story, I have to catch myself. I'm looking too far into your eyes or down at your mouth, and I know we're just friends, but I don't know if that words ever fit us. I think it used to, when our biggest worries were swing sets. When we didn't know any better, you know? But I mean, last night you sent me a TikTok at 2 in the morning, and instead of asking myself why you were still up that late, I felt this twisting in my chest, almost like I'd been shocked. I got so good at not talking about it that I forgot it was even there. I think I fell for you somewhere along the way. Nothing dramatic, just slowly. Like when I'd watch you grin after teasing me, or when you'd sound so excited to grab coffee or video call with me. I'm not sure I even wanted it to happen, but it did. I mean, we're such amazing friends. I didn't want to throw that away, you know? Not like I really had a choice in the matter, honestly. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to ruin what we had. The absolute last thing I wanted was to throw you away forever. It would destroy me. But the other part of me is just so tired of keeping quiet. I love you. I've loved you longer than I ever want to admit. I didn't want to make this big, grand thing. I just wanted to have a happy memory of tonight. I think I needed you to know. Even if nothing changes and I'm doomed to be embarrassed until the heat death of the universe. You don't have to say anything. Really, I mean it. I just had to tell you sooner rather than later. I don't know when I'm going to see you again. I'm sorry. I made things awkward again. Here I am, perched on your shoulder, professing my love for you like I'm the only person who matters. You're really comfy, you know that? All those times I fell asleep on you, I wanted to feel this. Is this okay? Good. Because I'm really starting to regret giving you my jacket. And you're a human radiator, so it all works out. I'll let you borrow me for as long as you want. You don't ever have to run from me. I want to keep hearing about your awful classes and your horrible professors. I want to hear everything, because it means you're here. It means you're with me. We should probably head out before we freeze to death. I forgot how cold it gets this time of year. Come on, let's get going. Take my hand, because I know your knees are awful. See? Much better. Come on, let's get you home. Hey, look at me for a sec. I love you. I just really wanted to say that again. And again and again and again. Okay, really. Let's start walking. I'm freezing my butt off and your hand just isn't enough to warm me up.